First and foremost, before we get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakarash. Double honors to the head apostles, elder / bishop, and the great millstone who taught me 100% of this truth, who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to you, sincere Akims. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith, whether they hear or forbear. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. What in the Johnny 5 in the world is going on here? You see these wicked devices they bring into pass? You believe this madness? Well, eventually, these things is gonna be on every block, every street corner, every household, and in every neighborhood. No matter what your background is, certain age requirement is going to be mandatory eventually to having your household being sold to you, your children, your family members, your uncles. Soon enough, you're going to see a bunch of these up and down the streets and up and down the road, from age requirement all the way up to adult, from kid to adult. These things is going to be out here publicly eventually. They're going to be picking your kids up from school, or your kids going to be taking them to school, showing them off, or whatever the case may be. You see what the hell Sleazy-E saw Edom is pushing? You think these things is cute? These things ain't cute, man. Waving across the street at people, waving at people driving by, running up, shaking people's hands. Then you got the other one doing kung fu karate moves, twisting and turning and kicking on some Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee type of timing. Then you got one boxing, all up in the gym boxing. Let me tell you something. The day they make these things mandatory to y'all, please, Israel, don't buy one of them things, man. You seen the movie I, Robot with Will Smith? Man, them companies got a button that they could secretly push, and next thing you know, that blue light on the face of that robot turn red and start malfunctioning or some sorts of that nature, and grab something as a weapon in your house, a broom, a chair, a knife, a hammer. Yeah, it's lucky I had a phone call, but yeah, this is crazy, man. You seen them things, man. Them things go off and malfunction, and next thing you know, it's blocking you from leaving your apartment, blocking you from leaving out, malfunctioning, grabbing your hand with some grabbing you up, yoking you up, ready to attack you. You saw that thing kicking and doing kung fu moves and twisting and running. And man, let me tell you something, Israel. These things, Sleazy-E saw Edom. Don't be ignorant of his devices. Don't. Because it's going to come a point in time, people are going to, these Edomites and these other nations, is going to make this thing look so cool. Then they're going to use our celebrities, our entertainers, rappers, actors, sports players, you name it. Government officials that work for the government who are so-called Israelites, but not all Israel is of Israel. They're going to use them to push forth these type of things. Oh, I got one in my house. It cooks for me. And oh, I got one too. It sweeps for me. It cleans up. No. These don't be ignorant of Satan devices, man. Because it's coming to a point. These things is gonna be taking pictures of you, recording you secretly, behind the scenes, the thing watching you sleep. While you sleeping, that thing gonna be standing up there watching you, doing all sorts of trippy, weirdo stuff that you ain't even gonna know because you're too busy sleeping. You're too busy sleeping. Or you might end up having to catch that shit on camera if you got cameras in your house. And one night you might be sleeping and see it doing some real trippy, weirdo stuff, activities while you're asleep or while you're away at work. But these things are dangerous, and it's going to be hazardous to kids too. Watch these things around your kids, because your kids might play around with it and mess around with it. And the thing might, I don't know what, trip out, malfunction. Or they might play with the wiring or something with that. Because you know some of these kids are real technically smart today. And they might rewire the shit to kind of play around a little bit differently. And the thing might trigger and activate and beat the shit out of your kids. Threaten your kids, picking up a weapon. Grab your kid and squeeze the shit out of his arm or his hand. Or grab your kid by his leg and flip him upside down. You ever seen the movie? What was that? That movie Megan and what? Next thing you know, they're going to have these things as police standing on the corner, a bigger size version, more metal, more muscle, more of a threat. You done seen movies, man. Man and Monsters and the movie Chippy. I was just watching RoboCop last night. That's the funny thing. They trying to make cyborgs out of here on the low. Best believe government is playing around somewhere deep down in facilities, secret top files and secret top things going on behind closed doors, and you don't know what they working on, but I know they working on stuff. Soon enough, they're already trying to mandate and make things mandatory for police to have robo dogs. Next thing you know, you out here in the city and you see robo dogs just randomly walking up the block, taking pictures of you, recording you, running up to you just to catch an image of your face. Now they got a picture of your face. Now they put that in a database, pull up your information. Now you got a case. Now you got tickets on you. Now you got what? Now you got to go to court. Next thing you know, they going to have damn near firepower, machinery on there, tasers. They going to have a taser on one of them robo dogs. Then next thing you know, it's going to be firepower because people out here is going to be rebellious. You seen these movies, man? Things is getting out of hand. I ain't going to make this too long. Let me get another quick precept of this right here. This is beyond me, man. You got this thing walking up among people, shaking people's hand. Man, we living in some weird times right now, man. Sleazy-E Esau Edom is just besides himself. Really besides himself. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Let them be taken. One day, these things is going to backfire on the same person who put their time and energy into creation to help Sleazy-E with this shit. Let Sleazy-E Esau Edom be taken in his own devices right now. Because this is going to be, watch. This is going to come down on you Jakes, you Eves, you YNs out there wilding out. Y'all going to be out there trying to rob, steal, do what it do, gang bang. Watch. Y'all going to be out there wilding in them streets. And they going to be having robots out there in these streets. These robot dogs. These robots right here on their image. Just 10 times bigger maybe. More muscle, more power. Know what I'm saying? Or more weaponry on some RoboCop type of shit. Some type of Man of Steel type of what? Man of Monsters type of shit. Them things is gonna be, locking you up, recording you, chasing you down, running down on you. What you gonna try to do? Punch it, kick it? You gonna be shooting at it. It's gonna be shooting back. And more active. accuracy, because it's a robot, the measurement and accuracy and coding that's behind these machines, man, yo, Esau's wicked. That's all I have to say. Sleazy-E, Esau, Edom, you gotta go. You gotta go. This is nothing pertaining to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. This has nothing to do with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Seriously. Hold on. This has nothing to do with them. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 7. Rest in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of whom will prosper in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. It's going to be an uproar. A lot of people is going to be complaining about their privacy. They're going to be complaining because they took a picture of them. It's going to be complaining because it's recording people without his consent. You're going to have these things rolling around being nosy, rolling around in and out of your building, getting in, naturally just walking into the facilities, naturally walking in and out of the building. Man, these landlords going to have them things up in your building roaming around, and you ain't going to be having no privacy. Some of them even going to be jimmying and jamming up your door to get inside. Knocking on your door. Literally speaking back to you. Artificial intelligence is taking over right about now. A lot of people are going to be pissed off. But the best thing to do is seek Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua while he may be found. Pray and call on the correct names of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls God in JC. Don't fret thyself. Just call on Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Because right about now, what Sleazy-E, Esau, Edom is doing and all these other nations is doing, and making things mandatory and bringing forth all these wicked devices to pass, especially that what's going to be coming into play as well is that RFID chip, that MOTB. These robots going to be roaming around, trying to scan you to make sure you have one. And if you do, they're going to be pulling up your profile through that microchip, your ID, your social, your information. These robots going to be rolling around. These dog robots going to be rolling around, scanning people too. Access points. You ain't going to be able to go to certain areas in your community and certain cities outside of your community. Just watch and see. Just watch and see. Let me get one more precept and I'm going to close out. You ain't going to be able to do none of that. It's getting crazy. These things roaming the street on a regular basis. Yeah, all right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12 and verse 2. A good man obtaineth favor from the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. But a man of wicked devices will he condemn. Khan. You see, when the righteous are in authority, the people is happy. But when the wicked bear with rule, the people mourn, man. You don't think the Lord watching Sleazy-E, Esau, Edom bring these wicked devices to pass? I'm right here reading them in the scriptures right now. We are reading these scriptures. A lot of these churches ain't reading these scriptures. All the pork eating, bald headed, no beard having pastor care about is just send that collection plate. We know, and get out of these churches, man. Jerusalem is a people before a place. And we are the church. We are the body. We are the building. You, Israel, you. I'm speaking about the true children of Israel. But all these wicked devices that's coming to pass, Sleazy-E, Esau, Edom is going to get condemned by Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua for all this wicked devices he's bringing coming to pass. This right here, these robots, these dogs is going to be scanning people. Scanning y'all to see if y'all got that chip. Scanning y'all to make sure who you are. Making sure you're legal and not an illegal. But with that, I pray this video was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.